Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome to the live. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We are here this morning. If y'all are coming over here from TikTok and watching my Get Ready With Me makeup video, thank y'all for joining us. For those of y'all who don't know, I do have a TikTok now, finally, after all these years. SheraSeven won the original. It is linked in the description bar. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see it. Also, I have an Instagram where I'm verified, SheraSeven over there. I also have a Patreon. If y'all want to talk to me one-on-one in the messenger, definitely join tier 2 and up. It's gonna be all linked in the description bar, everything I'm talking about. So good morning, y'all. We're gonna be talking about how to make him feel important. Ooh. Now, I really don't care about making men feel important, but if you need to get to that bag, you gotta fake it till you make it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. And a lot of ladies have a problem with making a man feel important. But just remember what you're going to get out of it. Okay. Just keep your eye on the prize. The prize is so the prize is the money in the bag. So you're his prize and his money is your prize. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So in order to make a man feel important, he has to matter to you in many ways. He has to matter. He has to be very much on your mind and a priority in his mind to you. So this is why when guys start to try to love bomb you, they're trying to train you to make them a priority. They're trying to train you to be attached to them. They're trying to train you to give attention. So they're trying to train the pygmisha side of you. Okay. But if you're a sprinkle girl, you're not going to be triggered and your pygmisha part is not going to be trained. So I'm going to tell you how to make a man feel important without becoming a pygmisha. Okay. Let me tell you. I've told y'all so many times, but I'm going to tell y'all some more things that go on top of that. So bragging on them. If you can brag on that man to anybody who will listen, that makes them feel important. If you mention their name as someone important when you're in a conversation on your phone or in public or in front of them or in a story you're going to tell them about something, they feel important that they were included. Okay. If you tell your family about them, let's say like if you're a younger woman and you say, oh, I told my sister about you and how great you were. And she says she can't wait to meet you. You sound like a really great guy. You didn't tell nobody nothing. They don't know nothing. Right. But he doesn't know that. So, or like when someone's asking you, hey, how was your day? It's like, oh, I was just thinking about you and da 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 da. Oh my gosh, I was talking to my friend and she asked why I was smiling so much. And I said, oh, I met this really wonderful guy. Not true, but that's what you're going to tell them. Okay. and this also trains them to be what you think that they are. They want to impress you. They don't want to let you down. So they're going to pretend or at least try to be this really good guy that you've been telling all your friends and family about. You know what I mean? They're going to try to at least live up to somewhat of a good guy. So because you believe in them and making them feel important, they're going to have to live up to that standard so they can get more of the feeling of being important and talked about to other people. And they're going to say, yeah, I am a good guy. And like, okay, let's say y'all are out on a date or just, having drinks or whatever. And you're talking and someone approaches and, y'all might start a conversation with a mutual, known person. And, what you can do in that conversation is like really uptalk the guy that you're with. Like, oh, he's so great. You don't have to be very detailed about it. You just have to give him like, oh, he's so great. Yes, he's so smart. Can you believe this guy? Like really doting on him, but not in a pick-me-sha way, but just like in a swift, a swift nod to him. Because if you do too much detail to strangers, it's a bit invasive and it makes them feel emasculated a little bit, like almost like if you're their mother bragging on them about, whatever. So you don't want to do too much detail. You just want to say, this guy's great. Okay. Isn't he great? Isn't he wonderful? I know, right? That's what you got to do. But don't do too much detail to strangers. And don't do too much details to anyone, because that makes them feel like somebody's son. Like when your mom starts telling everybody that will listen about you, oh, my kid's so great, that they don't care. And sometimes it's embarrassing. So keep that in mind when you want to make a man feel important. Also, ask his opinion about certain things, not everything, but certain things, like major things. Ask his opinion about it, even if you don't care what the opinion is, even if you already made your decision of what you're going to do. Just ask him what he thinks about such and such. Like, what do you think about this car I might want to get in the future? And then also kind of grooms them to also research that type of car in their spare time, if they think that's what you want or what you might be getting. You know what I mean? So it's kind of setting yourself up in the long run if you ask them what they think about things that are not here yet. It makes them look towards the future and want to research and get facts on things to bring back to you. Okay, because it makes them look smart and intelligent, and men like to feel smart and intelligent and useful. So ask them about opinions of things in the future or just in the present. Another thing, don't always include other people in your conversation with him. Like when you're talking to a man, don't bring up a bunch of people's names. I don't care if they're girls, family members, or whatever. The conversation that is between you and him needs to stay about you and him. If he brings other people into the conversation, quickly ask about him again to redirect. And as long as the conversation is between you and him and about you and him, the focus is going to remain on you and him. You will be a priority to him, and he will think you are a priority, or he's a priority to you. So you always change the subject right back to you guys. That's going to be the key. Okay. And when you do that, you can hold his attention much longer. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, and when you're talking, visual. Men are visual creatures. All right. So if y'all are going to be having an in-depth conversation, have some nice lipstick on. All right. And have some nice eye makeup on, because you got to look at this and look at this. You got to look at your face. And men pay more close attention if they got something cute to look at. Okay. If you got crust in your eye, your lips are trapped, they're going to be looking away. So make sure you look good. Okay. That's number one. Always. Number one, always. If you don't look good, if you ain't glowing, they're going to be looking everywhere else but your face. Okay. Make sure you smell good too. So if you're in person, thank you, Anita. I appreciate that, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you're in person, of course, you're going to use your perfume, your pheromones, all of that. Your skin needs to look very soft. You need to look very well put together. And men will think about this. When a man was in school, he paid more attention in the class with a pretty teacher, right? He paid attention. He probably made good grades because he had a crush on that teacher. Look good. He's going to pay attention to you. He's going to hear what you say. Especially if you keep the conversation about you and him. Don't pressure conversation. Don't push for conversation. Like a lot of people say, well, the person I'm with doesn't talk a lot. Okay, don't push for conversation. And don't keep asking them what they're thinking. I hate that. I hate that question too. Like men aren't thinking about nothing except trying to roll around on a mattress. They're not going to fit. They're not getting ready to tell you that. And if they do, you're going to get mad. So instead of asking, oh, what are you thinking about? Take a page out of my book. I think I have an idea what's going on in your head. I kind of know what you're thinking about right now. Say you know what they're thinking about. Now they know that you're thinking about what they're thinking about, maybe, but they're not sure. So like, oh, really? Well, what am I thinking about? That's how you get it out of them. Reverse psychology every time. It's like, what else? Well, what am I thinking about? And you're gonna say, well, I know you're thinking about me. And if they weren't, now they are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't know what. You don't know what they're thinking about you, but you kind of have an idea. And now they're going to be like, you're right. I am. So, you're welcome, Texas, Bama, sprinkle, sprinkle. So instead of trying to pull conversation out of people, it's like, what are you thinking about? Why are you so quiet? Like being annoying. You tell them what they're thinking about. You. Okay? Because you already know what they're thinking about. You. Rolling around on the mattress with you. When you going to shut up? When you going to stop talking and tell your life story they don't care about? Because some of y'all on dates, that's what y'all be doing. And that doesn't make a man feel important at all. You sit up here trying to give your autobiography does not make a man feel important at all. Okay? It's like you bust out your autobiography and start reading on these dates. No, that's boring. Okay? Nobody cares. If you wrote a book, they wouldn't even read it because they don't care. All right. So what makes you think they want to hear the audio book? All right. So shut up, ladies. Stop talking about your life, your past trauma, your whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares. I don't even care. I really don't. Nobody cares. Let me tell y'all a secret. Nobody cares about your past life, drama, childhood. Nobody cares except your therapist that you pay to care. All right. There you go. He promised you money for shopping and paid it back to me. Now I told him how much I spent. Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. He thinks it's too much. How to react. Never spend your own money and expect money back. Just, you took yourself shopping, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just tell him to give you half and get something out of it. But I would have got the money first. I'm smart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me take myself shopping and you'll pay me back. Just give me your credit card. Just let's go to the ATM. At least get something out of it. I mean, you try. A for effort. If you're going to get something out of it, then tell them just give you half. I don't know. Y'all just went 50-50 in shopping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he pays you. All right. Let me tell y'all how to get a man to give you money so y'all don't have to deal with this problem. You got to make him feel important. Ask him about his successful day at the office or in his business. So how's business? How's business going? I know you're smart. I know you're out there making all that money. How's business? Really? I told my friend that you were so smart and, told her about your business. Everybody's so impressed with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really? Wow, that's wonderful. So, yeah, the girls were going to go shopping this weekend and they invited me, but I told them that, the budget's kind of tight. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go do that. And they were like, well, just ask your man. And I was like, I can't ask him that. Girl, he going to give you that credit card. Go with your friends. Go. I'm good. Yeah. I've had a great week this week. I made a lot of money. Here, take the card. Go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Natural Barb. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, your husband pissed you off and you took your advice to ask for something expensive for my forgiveness. He gave me 18K tennis bracelet, 5 carat. Thank you. You're welcome, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, stack them diamonds. Stack that jewelry up, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They have to pay for their mistakes. I'm proud of you. Yes. Natural Barbs. Get them jewels. Okay. So that's how you get a man to take you shopping. You tell them about your friend. They want to go shopping this weekend. You told them the budget's tight. You were bragging about your man and how successful he is. Now he's going to go tell you to go take the card. Okay. Well, that's how you set that up. Okay. You got to make him feel important first. Got to brag on him. Now his reputation is out there floating. Okay. And since, He got to make himself look good now. And man's ego, oh my gosh, a man's ego will get you paid. That's why it's there. Okay. He will, especially if he has a big ego, he will do anything to maintain that image of success. He will do anything to maintain that. So definitely play on that a lot. If you play on that a lot, you'll get what you want. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You went on a solo trip, Eleanor, and a man who approached you invited you on a 3K shopping spree. Oh my word. He treated me like a lady the next days too. Thank you, Shira. Oh, you're welcome, man. What'd you buy? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, then. Collect the bag. Go shopping. That was the video I did yesterday. How to get your man to take you shopping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Have fun. Okay. I'm proud of you too, Eleanor. Okay, yes. You said advice for gays. Go for the ugly and the old. They got money. Go for the ugly, old, rich. They'll spend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The desperate, the ugly, and the rich. It ain't. It's the same for straight people. Y'all think there's a different story? If you look good and they old and they ugly, you get money out of it. It's the same formula. Doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. You know you look good. You know they bad looking. They gonna pay. If you're hung up on looks, this ain't the channel for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay. We're doing the same thing. You just got to stop looking at looks and look at the wallets and look at them bank accounts. All right. How are y'all this morning? Okay, so how to make him feel important. Never compliment his looks. A masculine man does not like being told he's cute, gorgeous, handsome, all the time. It's kind of emasculating. They know they look good when they look in the mirror and when other women look at them. They know they look good. You don't have to compliment their looks. Compliment everything else. Okay? You can compliment everything else. Do not compliment a man's looks. They get uncomfortable, especially the masculine ones. Aries. Now, if you're in a relationship with a man and that's your boyfriend or your husband, you can compliment them every once in a while when they get dressed up and when they clean up nice, right? Oh, you look handsome tonight. Like, not every day. That's some pick Misha stuff and it emasculates them. Okay, makes them start thinking they're pretty, the pretty one. So now, you can compliment their style, their intelligence, their efforts, their thoughtfulness, their kindness, all of the above. But stop doing the look thing. That's very pick Misha. And it emasculates them somewhat. Okay? Their strong suit is not looks. It's the ability to provide, the ability to be intelligent, thoughtful, and kind. So that's what you compliment because that's what you're going to nurture and water for it to grow. That's how you make a man feel important and make him do what you need him to do. Thank you, Luana. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to dodge sleeping with them and get the bag. Aunt Ethel. Okay? False hope and Aunt Ethel. Aunt Ethel will always save the day. You false hope them. Oh, maybe next week I'll be in the mood or ready. Oh, Aunt Ethel, she just called me. She's not feeling well. Oh, Aunt Ethel took a turn for the worse. Then you got a whole month of fake mourning of Aunt Ethel. So you're going to buy a month. Then they got to start all over. Okay. So you just come up with excuses and drag it out and false promises. Okay. Leveling up daily thanks to you. Okay, Miss Nira, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I'm so proud of you too. And that's what you do until it becomes a habit and a lifestyle. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lala Reader. Thank you, ma'am. So making a man feel important is the key to getting into his wallet. All right. Got to make him feel important. Now, many people are in relationships for a long time and they forget this, or it just becomes taken for granted. So how to make your man feel important again is to reintroduce the things that you like about him, okay, over time. People are going to know it's fake. Men are going to know it's fake if you do it too much and it's unexpected. They're going to be like, what do you want? Or why are you being so nice to me? If you're already in a relationship. So you have to do it in a nonchalant way. Like, be talking to another person as if you don't think that he can hear you, and you say something nice about him. Okay. Like, when you know he's up there eavesdropping, say something nice. Like, oh yeah, my man takes great care of me. Even 2 seconds ago, you were calling him all sorts of names. But when you're talking to him to other people, make sure you speak up on his name, and he'll hear you. Like, that's right. Then he'll offer you something when you come back around. You want to go shopping? Here's the card. I'll go buy something. You know what I'm saying? So you brag on him within an earshot so he doesn't become suspicious if y'all have been together for a long time. Like, what do you want? Why are you being so nice to me? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's for the married ladies. Okay. You said false hope gets you far. It sure does. It got a lot of people elected too. False hope is what makes the world go round. Make it work in your favor too, ladies. Okay. False hope is what keeps y'all on the phone texting these splendid daddies left and right. Use it to your advantage. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, false hope got you a lot of attention this past week. Okay, Miss Goddess Eileen. All right, I know that's right. How to convince a man to send money for a plane ticket. A plane ticket where? To him? I hope it ain't to him. If it's to him, that's very, very, very pick-me-sha. Super de-duper pick-me-sha. You don't beg a man to send you a plane ticket to come see him, ma'am. No. Into the O. If he ain't paying, he ain't staying. You don't need to be begging no man for no plane ticket. Unless it's to another destination where Aunt Ethel is going to be interred. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, y'all know about Aunt Ethel and her fake funerals every week. Thank you, Lala. Boyfriend doesn't believe in stay-at-home moms. Okay, well then get a new boyfriend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. That's the answer. Just because his mama was a hard-working single mother doesn't mean that you want to be. Okay, you need to go find a mama. He need to go find a mama or a woman just like his mama that believes in Dusty and Pick-me-sha relationship. Now, here's a compromise. It's like, you know what? I don't believe in that either. That's why I need money to start my own business. After the kids are a certain age, but I'm not going anywhere or letting anyone else raise my children if I should have them. But y'all probably aren't to that level yet. But please, if a man doesn't believe in the option for a woman to stay home, he's not going to be a good father either. Dismissed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That means he doesn't care about you or his kids. All right. Okay. That's what it literally means if you think about it. He don't care if you have to throw your kids in daycare and go to work after 6 weeks after having a baby. He don't care about that. That means he don't care about you or them kids. He just care about your paycheck and what you bring to the table because he can't do it by himself. Or he feels like a woman's job is to provide since his mama was providing for him and his daddy was nowhere to be found. And he feels like a woman is just as strong as a man, even though she's not physically. He's just not in his right mind. So therefore, either educate him on that and tell him, or just say, well, this is probably not going that far anyway in the relationship. We're probably not going to end up married anyway. So why even talk about that? Deter him from marriage talk any longer if he doesn't believe in stay at home anything. Deter him from the marriage talks. Like, oh, well, we're not going to be together that much longer anyway, since you don't believe in staying at home. How to act when shopping. How to get money next. Okay, after he takes you shopping, you got to call all your friends and family, not all your family, but like maybe your friend or your cousin or somebody that you talk to on the phone and say, girl, guess what? My man took me shopping. And make sure you say it in front of her, in front of him on the phone. Like, yeah, I just went shopping with such and such. Yeah, he's great. Oh my gosh, so wait till you see what I got. Oh my God, he's so sweet. Oh, what? Oh, no, he just spent so much money on me. I don't know if I can go do that. How much does it cost? Well, I'll have to check my account. Really? Oh my gosh, I so want to go. It's all girls? Okay, well, I'll see. I'll see about how much I have. Then he was like, well, how much do you need? Okay, have a dilemma for him to solve. Brag on him and then have a dilemma. Brag on him, then have a dilemma. Brag on him and then talk about splitting. Then he'll give you a little something, a little change. A little change, a little change. You gotta make them feel important though. They're paying for that importance. They want to feel important to everybody that they come around, because that's what men thrive on, their ego. They want to feel important at work. They want to feel important when they drive a car. They want to feel important in the presence of their woman. They want to feel important when they're not even around. So that's what you got to do. Thank you, what's your face? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to not come off as awkward. Practice. Practice, practice, practice. You got to talk to people like everybody is, people. So practice talking to people. So when you talk to a guy, it's no big deal and it's very natural and you're comfortable. So talk to the lady at the cash register. Talk to the lady when you're waiting in line for something. Talk to the man over here. Talk to the guy over here. They don't have to be like of romantic interest. Just get used to talking to people and it will come second nature. Look fabulous as always. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, roses. I appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. So practice talking to people so you don't come off awkward to people. It'll just be second nature. People that are used to talking to people, they don't feel awkward when talking to anybody after a while. Okay. Unless they're so crazy looking on that person's face and they're trying to look away. You know what I'm saying? They got some spinach in their teeth or whatnot. I missed some super chat. Hold on. Let me scroll. Okay. How to get him to give allowance. He pays basics. Talk about how you don't like talking about money every time you guys meet up and you just want to focus on the relationship because you really like his conversation. He's so smart and you don't want to change the vibe of the conversation when bringing up money. So if he could just put you on direct deposit every month, the money will go into your account. If he sets up a direct deposit to your account, a certain amount every month will go into your account and y'all can focus on the relationship. So y'all just tell him that. Say, every time we meet, I love our conversation. You're so smart, but I hate when the vibe changes when, we have to start talking about money. So why don't you just put me on direct deposit? I mean, I'm sure you got it. It's not a big deal to you. Okay, when I don't know what to do, I ask myself, what would you say? And it always helps. Thank you. What would SheraSeven say? That's hilarious. Thank you. How to have free body language around? Well, I don't understand this question. How to have free body language? Study body language. And when you're with that person, do all the signs that make them feel like you're into them and you're vulnerable. Like expose your neck, lean towards them, mimic and mirror their actions. That's basically it. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to call you V. Vic Meg? Vic Meg? That's an interesting name. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what do you do after breakup? You can't study for your exam. Girl, You're going to meet a million men in your life. I don't know how many, if that's not going to be that many, but you're going to meet a lot of men in your life. That's just one of them. Okay. You better focus on what's important to you right now. And sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me tell you, if I had known the type of men and some of the men that I was going to meet when I was broken up with, or when I broke up with someone when I was young, I would be laughing at myself. Like, girl, why are you crying? You finna meet this dude next. Girl, why are you crying? You finna meet this guy. He got money, girl. Well, girl, why are you crying? You finna meet this dude and he's in magazines. Stop crying. You're going to meet lots of men if you look good, okay? So focus on how good you're going to look and focus on your studies. Because you're crying over somebody you're going to be laughing at yourself about in a couple of months. You're like, girl, what did I see in him? How you get perceived during first date if I wear expensive jewelry. You're going to get perceived as if that man bought that jewelry by other people. They're going to be, oh, look at the jewelry he bought her. And when that man that you're on a date with sees that jewelry, he's going to be like, oh, I don't have to buy her anything. She already has a lot of jewelry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. You're not going to get too much more, and people are going to think he bought that for you, and he's still going to get the props and the looks as if he's got money and he can afford to buy that for you, and he didn't even buy it for you. That's gonna look like that he bought it and he ain't even got to buy it, and he probably won't buy it. So don't wear your expensive jewelry. Okay, unless he buys it for you. Okay, keep that at home. Wear it when you're out by yourself or with your girls or whatever, or if he buys it for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So anyway, another way to get a man, okay, to think that he's important to you. Thank you, M. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember stuff about him when he was just, doing small talk. Remember stuff that he likes, but not on the pick-me-sha level, on a vague level. Remember the things he's interested in on a vague level, not a particular level, because that's too pick-me-sha and it's scary. Okay. A lot of women scare men away by doing too much. So you can't be like, oh, I know your favorite, this, and that, up to precisely. No, you got to know what they like in general. Even though you know what they like precisely, you don't let them know that. You don't gift them like that when it's their birthday. You don't gift them like you were paying attention and stalking them. You do something general, because that shows that you pay close enough attention. You think they're important, and you listen to what they say and they matter, but not on the point where you're desperate and as like a pick-me-sha. Okay. So for example, if he says he likes some author, or his favorite book is this by this author. Okay. Instead of going to find a limited first edition that's autographed by this author of his favorite book, and and blah 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 blah, what you're going to do is you're going to buy him a random book by the same author that he hasn't read yet, and say, here, I know you like this author. You see the difference between pick-me-sha and someone that just listens and understands what the person is interested in general, versus somebody going way too far. It's like that. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So another way to make a man feel important, if you live together, now this is for the ladies that live with their man. If you live together, if you want to make them feel important, then say, like, ask them, oh, you know what? I really like living with you. I mean, and waking up to you every day. I couldn't imagine living with anyone else. Say that. It makes them feel important, and think about marriage in the future if you're not married. If you are married, it makes them think that they made the right decision by marrying you, and then they start to think the same way about you. Okay. It's sort of like the good morning text for y'all single people. But when you live together and when you're married, He's like, you know what? I'm so glad I get to wake up next to you. But that's it. Don't go any further. And don't say it every day. Don't say it every day. Say it maybe once or twice every week or every 2 weeks. Don't say that stuff every day. And say it after he done something nice. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all can't be doing too much because it becomes pygmisha. Mm-hmm. He said, why do men come back after many years? Because they know a pygmisha will let them back in after many years. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. They choose carefully who they want to come back to by who they think will let them in for free. Exactly. If you charge the re-entry fee, they might not want to come back. Okay. Think about this, ladies. If you ever think about a man from your past that you don't talk to anymore and you thinking about calling, you know that man likes you way more than you like him, because you know if you call or try to talk to that man, that he's going to respond in a positive way. You don't fear rejection because you already know he likes you more, which means you have the advantage in that situation if you should reach out. That's the same thing the men are thinking. This chick won't be happy I reached out because she likes me more. And then the dynamic will be way off and you'll be pygmisha all over again. Thank you, Kat. How to be the right type of challenge to a man. Okay, the right type of challenge to a man is someone who does not emasculate him, but motivates him to chase her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They'll give, like a woman will give you the hint and the clue that you can catch her, but you got to chase. It's called false hope. You give them false hope, you tell them good luck, and you let them chase. Basically, it's like, you know what? You're so smart. You know, I always said I like a smart man. Anyway, I've got to go. I'm super busy. I have lots of things to do this week. So, I'll talk to you whenever, just, like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now he knows you like him. Now he knows you think he's smart and intelligent and important, but you're super busy. You got to go. Now he got to grab your attention. And how does he grab your attention? He got to chase. He got to do stuff. Because you told him he's good, he's smart, he might have a chance, but he got to come chase this chance. See? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Bean. Your provider dad died. Oh my gosh. And he is depressed. You don't know what to say, or should I give him space? Girl, give him space. There ain't nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. Let him grieve and he'll, don't treat him like something is wrong. Just, say, well, how was your day? Okay, well, just call me later. And if he does, he does. If he don't, he don't. Okay. Sometimes people just need to be by themselves for a little while. And then one day they'll wake up and they'll be thinking like, hey, I want to talk to this person, or I want to go out with this person. But just leave them alone. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do too much. Because that's the worst thing you can do, is try to do too much when you don't even know the person. If you knew the person, maybe you can reminisce on the fun times that y'all had together, like as a group. But if you don't know the person, don't try to talk about them, because that's probably going to make them upset. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to not feel sorry for a man. I need help to break up. Okay. If you feel sorry for a man, you should break up with him, because you don't see him as a man if you feel sorry for him. Thank you, Layana. Thank you, ma'am. He hired a private investigator on you. Okay. Well, go do some girly stuff. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he knows that there's if you know that there's someone following you, Go do some extra girly stuff so that they be like, oh, there's nothing to report. Go shopping, go to the mall, go get your hair done, go get your nails done. After he's tired of paying for somebody to follow you around to go get your nails and hair and go shopping, he'll leave you alone. After about a good three months, he should be done. Original, everything else is carbon copy. Okay, sprinkle. In your religion, you attract men who provide, but I don't want to ask for a lot before I get married. But I know I will get it. Okay, when I get married. Is that wrong? And I don't have sex before marriage. Okay. If that's your culture and your religion and you already know what's in store for you, then wonderful. Just make sure that they're treating you like you want to be treated and, doing the most that they can do now. Sprinkle. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am. He saw your bad past experience, and now I think I made him pull back. How can I shift that and earn his respect so he'll spoil me? It's him, beast, no beauty. So how did he see your last bad experience? How did he see your past bad experience? I don't know. Was he there? Was he the witness of it? If you want to move past your past, you gotta start a new chapter and not look back and talk about it and like reinvent yourself. Okay, sprinkle. Reinvent yourself and don't look back and don't act like a victim. Act like an entirely new person that doesn't have that as your past. Move forward. That way he'll respect that you moved forward and you're not looking back nor playing a victim. So he can see that you've grown and that you can credit him with how you've grown, and that will make him feel important as well. Like, you know what, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have grown into the person that I am today. So thank you. And he'll associate your growth and your change and the new you with his help, which will make him feel even more important. And he will not look at your past because he feels like he's a part of getting you to where you are today. Okay, sprinkle. That's why you always see them ladies that with the man, and they're like, yeah, when I met him, I totally changed into a whole nother woman, and it's because of him. They're not looking at the past anymore. They're looking at what he did to create who she is today, and she's using that so the past is not the focus. She's making him feel important as if he helped her get to this level, so that he doesn't reach back at the past, but instead his ego clings on to what he's accomplished to get her into the character that she is today, which is a bunch of BS because that's all the woman's work anyway. The man just is there to support her financially. But you tell them that so they don't focus on the past, okay? Sprinkle. Okay. Yeah, and if there's no reason to tell a man about your past, you shouldn't. Don't even do it. He says sometimes they won't believe you can change too. Well, that's why you must change so that they can believe what they see. You don't say I'm gonna change, you just change. And if they can't understand that change, then move on to the next. All right. Sprinkle. Yeah, so another way to make a man feel important, when they have something that they feel is important, make sure you feel it's important too. Like if they get a promotion on the job, if they get some good news, like do little small celebrations, because who else is celebrating them? What to say if he asks me if I'm seeing other men? I've answered this question a million times. If there's no other men around you at the time, then no, you're not seeing any other man right then and there at that very moment. So you can say, no, I'm not. And it will be the truth. Because if you're looking at him or just talking to him and there's no other man in your peripheral vision or your direct vision, you can literally say, no, I'm not seeing any other man at this time. Sprinkle. And even if you are, lie. Okay, because they don't need to know that. That's not their business. They're not your husband. They ain't got a ring on your finger. They ain't paying no bills. So why does it matter? All right. Just lie. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said celebrate your man that is spending. Exactly. Thank you. So yeah, make him feel important. Also, like if you're with an older man, let's get into this because older men like to groom younger women, even if it's illegal. Like you're 18 and up, anytime an older man comes up to you, they want to groom you. So, in order to not be groomed, but to groom them, you must make them feel important to shift the power. Okay? You got to shift that power. Like, oh, this, and that. Yes, great. So now you're grooming them to associate you with making them feel important. Now they want to naturally please you instead of trying to groom you to please them. Now they naturally want to please you and be around you and do whatever it takes to get that compensation for, of feeling important. Okay. So when you're dating an older man, it's very important to make him feel important. Otherwise, he's going to try to groom you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you have to reverse that. And it's very easy for women because men's ego are so big that they think you're stupid and dumb anyway and impressed by them anyway. They think you're looking for a father figure and all this kind of stuff. They think you're looking for a dad. They think they're getting ready to groom you. They think they're getting ready to, do this. But really, you're smarter than them if you already know this game. And you already know, play dumb, play stupid, and make him feel important like he's somebody. Because instead of you looking for a daddy, he's looking for a daughter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. People are always thinking, oh, y'all are looking for a sugar daddy. Yeah, y'all are looking for a sugar daddy. Y'all are a gold digger. But then men always want to date these younger women. And I dated an older man. I married to an older man. It's never they're looking for a daughter. It's always they're looking for a sugar daddy. Well, have you ever thought about it the other way around? So make them spoil you, especially if they're old. They don't have no excuse. Sprinkle. Thank you, Kat. What are best flattering remarks to much older man? Older men love the fact that they have experience, intelligence, and that they still have some type of, youth. Okay. So you compliment them on their intelligence, their experience, and how youthful that they still are, whether it's you have really good ideas or, I never thought of that, or like, oh my gosh, you're in such good shape don't say for your age, just say, oh my gosh, you're in such good shape. Or, compliment their style. Like, oh my gosh, I love what you're wearing. So they like to feel still young. So compliment their style, intelligence, da da da. Okay, let me read some of these. You canceled on him 5 times because more important things came up. I'm meeting him Monday. How can I mend it or mend the situation? Aunt Ethel. More important things came up. Those more important things were really Aunt Ethel. And you didn't want to damper his day by talking about someone sick. So you lied. And now she took a turn for the worse. So Aunt Ethel will save the day again. So if you cancel on him 5 times, like, you know what? I told you I was doing this and I told you I was doing that, but really I was taking care of my Aunt Ethel. But I didn't want to bring you down and make your day bad because I don't like trauma dumping on people. But yes, I was taking care of my sick Aunt Ethel, my fake sick Aunt Ethel. And now, she's finally free. So that's why I'm here today. Girl be lying. La, 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 la. That way he's like, oh, okay, and I understand. I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. And then hype him up for being understanding. That's going to make him feel important. You're so understanding. That's so refreshing. I mean, now I like you even more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, M says, I'm engaged. I have been a builder. Now I'm making changes for him to provide. You're 32 and we have been together 8 years. Should I leave or see what happens if I get approached by rich men always? Okay, you get approached by rich men always. Well, if you're going to make him a provider and you've already been with him 8 years, I would say see what he can do as a provider. I don't know how old he is, but if he's providing enough for you, great. But I say always keep your options open. You're only engaged, you're not married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Keep your options open and make him prove himself. And if he can't, don't go down that aisle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're back after doing what she was said to do. Okay, ma'am. Well, how did it go? What did I say? What did you do? You said Aunt Ethel been through it all. Yes. Y'all use a different name. You know, y'all don't have to use Aunt Ethel. Y'all can just fill in the blank for the name. What kind of cute, casual, everyday outfits to wear? Not too much, not too little. Like skim bodycon dresses, thoughts. Skim bodycon dresses. Are you Kim K? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It depends on what you're doing. Are you going to the rich side of town? Or are you on the broke side of town, man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What side of town you going to? You going to wear some bodycons, tight fitting, skin tight dresses to the rich side of town? I don't think I would do that. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You going to the rich side of town? Don't wear no bodycon. All right. There you go. Wear tailored clothes or clothes that aren't clinging to your body like that. Don't wear no spandex, tight fitting where you can't see, where you see a panty line or cellulite or whatever. Nothing should be bouncing. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dress classy. I know some of y'all don't know what that is, but I'm going to tell you it ain't no bodycon dress. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, I don't, you know, the side of town that I live on, I don't even see those. Like, I don't even know what those look like unless I go online. Oh, no, they don't wear that over here. Y'all got to do better. Come on. They may wear it under a dress to like as a shapewear, but they're not wearing it as clothes. Okay, you're 27, tired of what? Yo, pick Misha mentality, being introverted and struggling how to get a rich art event, going to a rich art event later, tips on faking it till you make it. Okay, ma'am, you're 27. Okay, your pick Misha mentality, you need to bury it. You're too old to be a pick Misha. All right. Main character energy is what you need. You need an outfit. You need to do your makeup. You need to make sure your hair looks cute. You need to walk in there like the main character in a movie. Okay. You got to have some theme music playing in your head when you walk up at the spot. Walk up like in there like you own it. Men will be like, who is that? Who is that? You make them work for your attention. You make them chase. You be vague, mysterious, flirty, but not no pick-me-shit. You don't give them too much information. You make them want more. All right? You're not a people pleaser. People are there to please you. That's the mentality you gotta grow into. You're not a people pleaser. People are there to please you. Done. If you can live by that, you ain't even got to fake it because that's what it is. Make sure you look like you. Make sure you look like you know who you think you are. Okay, let me repeat that. Make sure you look like you know who you think you are. Then go do it. Okay. Let's just say I got paid for not losing my emotions. Shira is always right. Okay, okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. You got to be strategic. And I always use like chess, the game of chess, as an example of using strategy versus emotion. Because if you play chess and someone like makes a move and you move without thinking or looking at what's going to happen in the next couple of moves or in the future, you just move according to that person's move right then and there. You don't look around the board. You don't see what's going to happen if you don't strategize, and you just move out of fear or emotion because someone took your piece. No, you got to look around and see what's getting ready to happen in the next 3 steps. Then you move according to that, and you avoid a lot of stuff, and you may gain way more than you would lose. How to make him fear to lose you, what to fake and not. Okay. A man should already fear losing you if you're out of their league. So you just have to become out of their league, and they will fear losing you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're not out of their league, they will never fear losing you. They know you ain't going nowhere. You can't do nothing better. Level up out of their league. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then they'll fear losing you on a daily. You find it hard to keep your options open as you have engagement photos on IG and WhatsApp. If I remove them, he will be suspicious. Girl, don't you know how to use your IG app correctly? The only people that can view this are friends. He won't even know they're removed because he'll still be able to see it. So all you got to do is go to the settings and say only people that are, friends or close or followers can see this picture. He'll be able to see it. His friends and his family might still be able to see it, but other people won't. They got them settings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Restrict him on Instagram. But now you can set your pictures and certain posts that you have on Instagram. Not everybody gonna be able to see them. Only some people. Okay. Go look into it, man. Y'all know I know. It's like, okay, y'all can't see this, but they can, but these other people can't. Someone says make your page private. Yeah, if he's already on there, he won't even know your page is private unless he tried to friend you from another account or follow you from a different account. That's smart. Or go open another one. I don't know. But you can change the settings of who can see each picture or not individually. We go in there. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, anyway, another way to make him feel important is to definitely post him on your social media after he posts you. Even if it's just his arm, you don't have to post his whole face. The side of his face, his arm, until he posts you fully. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. And on the caption, it's like, I had a great time with the family. They think, oh, that must be her cousin or uncle or something. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with controlling possessive man? Be a smart, intelligent woman that has several options. Okay? Because you'll never have to deal with a controlling possessive man if you have plenty of options and you're smart and you have your own money by using his money to get your money up. A man can't possess what he cannot keep. You know what I mean? A man can't possess a woman that don't need him. So you go in to collect, not to depend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't depend on him, he can't control you. You go in to collect, not to depend. If you're going in there to depend, they know that. So go in there to collect. Before you go into any relationship, move in with any man, make sure your savings is stacked to the point where you can leave at any time with options. Okay? So that's why some of y'all are so controlled, because you go in there to depend, not to collect. I'm going in there to collect. I ain't finna depend on nothing but collecting. I'm a collector. Okay? Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? I be collecting stuff like Little Mermaid, okay? I don't need you. I'm collecting. Y'all see my room? I got a bunch of stuff. I come in there to collect money, trinkets, gifts, everything. I don't come in there to depend. I come in there to collect. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be a collector, not a depender. You become a depender, you ain't got no collection, you got to stay there. Okay, be a collector, not a depender. Collect some money, collect some businesses, collect. Don't depend. If you go in there as a dependent, you're going to be looking stupid. Okay. I missed the super chat. Oh my gosh, hold on 1 second. Okay, let's see. Mirror. Okay. What if one of your providers didn't provide as much as he did before and nags all the time, thinks he's surprised? Get another one. Add another one to the roster, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He done got too comfortable and he's doing less. Okay. Do you love yourself? Then you tell him that he needs to do more, and you need to start acting like the prize again. And if that doesn't work, you go add another one to the roster. Keep your options open. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you're 22, he's 51, CEO. He says, I'm a girlfriend, but not to tell. Okay, well, collect your money, ma'am. Don't tell nobody. Obviously, he's embarrassed of the age, or he's married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But you can groom him by making him feel important and get his money. Collect. Okay. Do providers like knowing their women are smart, or are we too intimidating? When should we reveal? Never reveal it until it's too late for them. Like, it's too late either. It's never reveal it, but always play dumb still, because a man's ego is so big. Even if they think you're smart, they still think you're dumb in some area. So keep acting dumb. All right. How to get international bae to be a provider? Make him feel important. Be impressed with everything that he's teaching you, and ask for whatever you need to ask after you have made him feel very important. But ask in a nice way. Like, you're so smart. I wish that you could come and help me pick out some stuff that I really need. Like, you're such a good researcher. What do you think about this product? Think I should get it? Is it a good deal? It's kind of expensive though. Oh, you'll pay for it? Oh, that's so sweet. Just talk them up and then make them think something is their idea, and then they'll offer to pay or send you some Cash App or Venmo or Zelle or whatever they got over there. Thank you, Ada. Sprinkle. Appreciate that. Thank you, Winter Rose. Appreciate that. So yeah, make them feel important and they'll spend more, because their ego has been stroked and they want to keep that feeling in the future. Okay. You're 35 with zero picture on Instagram. Is this strange? Yes. Sprinkle. Very strange. If you're on social media and you don't have no picture, people automatically think you ugly. All right. Sprinkle. People automatically think you ugly if you ain't got no picture. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. If you got social media and you ain't got no pictures of yourself, not at least one or two, people just think you ugly. All right. Okay. If you don't have social media, then great, wonderful. But if you do have it and you don't have any pictures on your thing, they think you catfishing or ugly. Okay. Sprinkle. He said ugly. It's the accent for me, yes. That's how I make sure y'all know ugly, not just regular ugly. but ugly. You see, the accent makes you understand how ugly someone is. They're not just ugly, they're ugly. Thank you, blessed and favored. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Starbucks on you today. Thank you, Shira. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Blessed and favored. I appreciate you. Is it bad for women to text first? I never text first, but I feel like the man get upset after a while. Then that's not the man for you. Why should I? I don't text first. Never, ever, never. Unless it's business. Okay. And it's not somebody I'm romantically linked to. Like, I don't text my husband first. If you want to talk to me, you got to email me, text me, whatever. I'm not getting ready to, unless I want something, but we're married. But if you're not married to a man, don't text that man first. Unless that's a business person. You know what I'm saying? If you're dating someone, don't ever text them first. Sorry. Sprinkle. The chase must be continued in the correct direction. I don't care if he gets mad. That's his problem and his feminine energy. Okay, y'all need to have that type of attitude. Well, he gets mad if I don't text first. Well, then he's feminine. And why are you attracted to that? You should feel emasculated for asking you to text first. Okay. And sprinkle, sprinkle. How to flirt in person without looking desperate. Just make eye contact and smile and let them come over to you. If they come over to you, the best way to flirt is with like body language. Don't try to use too many words. It comes off as pygmesia. So just look into their eyes slightly longer than you normally would with like a normal person. Just like smell good, look good. You're flirting enough if you're even talking to them. Okay. If you're even talking to them and you're a beautiful woman, that's considered flirting to most men. But all you got to do is look in their eye just a little bit longer than you normally would. Look good, smell good. And they automatically think you're flirting. Especially if you're out of their league and you're talking to them, you might as well be flirting and looking at them all up and down and licking your lips. If you look better than a man and you're even talking to them, that's the equivalent of how powerful a woman is. A man will think you're flirting with them if you look 10 times better than them and you're way out of their league and you're actually sitting there giving them the time of day. So you don't really have to do too much if you look good. Okay, Shira, what do I say to him when he constantly feels insecure, talking about how I look better than him? Agree with it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, I do look better than you. Aren't you lucky? I'm agreeing. Yes, I do look better than you. Aren't you lucky? All these other men are envious because look what you got sitting next to you, sir. I need to it's time for a spa trip. This looking this good ain't free. Okay, agree with that, girl. Flip the script. You're right. Aren't you lucky? Look at all these men looking and wishing they was you. Looking and wishing. You say you're gonna use that on them today? Good for you, ma'am. Let me know how it goes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How to have no feelings when pregnant. Girl, your hormones are gonna be out of control when you're pregnant. Let me tell y'all what to do when you're pregnant and you and your emotion. Read a book. Read a book. Read a book. Okay. Find you a good book. It could be one of my books. That will help you a lot. Go get my books on Amazon. Get all of them. Read them while you're pregnant. Or get you a book that is going to keep you focused on yourself while you're pregnant. Read that What to Expect When You Expect a book too. But if you stay focused on something while you're pregnant, and you're able to control your emotions a little bit more because you're reading logical, practical information, it's going to be more helpful. It's going to be more helpful. You need that voice of reason in your head. Get the book called The Wisdom of SheraSeven. It's like daily quotes and affirmations. And also get Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Get I Bring Nothing to the Table. Just get all my books and read them while you're pregnant. That way you don't slip up. Sprinkle. Or any book that is helpful to you in controlling your emotions. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Whenever you start to feel emotional, go grab the book. Whenever you're starting to feel like you're getting ready to spiral and do something crazy, go grab that book. Or go grab that credit card and spend his money. But grab the book first, okay? Sprinkle. Grab the book, baby. Do I have plans to write another book? Perhaps. I'm always doing stuff. You don't know me. Just wait a few months and something else gonna do. Something else gonna happen. Something else gonna come out. Just wait a few months. Everything is in due time. So, I'm always working on something. Whether it be a book or something different, we'll see. But I'm always working on something, ma'am. Okay. You say you don't have his number saved and he noticed that on the date and got upset. What does this mean, Shera? It means he want to be important to you. Just say, oh, you know what? Send me your picture so that I can put you on there. So you're going to counteract it by saying, oh my gosh, just send me your picture so I can put your profile on there. I'm sorry I didn't save your number. I'm like my nails. I'm really bad with typing in stuff. And, I text you the most anyway out of everybody. Just lie. Ask him to send you a picture to save on his profile and then put it in right then and there. And then smile and say, you know what? That is so sweet. Like flip it back on him. That is so sweet. Okay, so now you're part of my contacts. Then put a little heart emoji next to his name, girl. Do the most. But only if he catch you. Sprinkle. That's hilarious because, like, if you don't save numbers in your phone and like they text you months later and you don't know who it is, you're like, who is this? Okay. Okay, another way to make them feel important. Okay. Don't if someone is down talking them or disrespecting them, you don't be a pick-me-sha. You just give your opinion of that person versus trying to defend them. Okay. So you don't rush in to save the day like a good old pick-me-sha would on her dusty. Okay. You don't do that. You just give your opinion of that person and make sure it's positive. It's like reading Amazon reviews. You may be reading a review about some products that you're getting ready to purchase. You may see like one bad review, but then you read other people's positive reviews, and then that allows you to make the decision on whether or not you want the product or not, or whether it's a good product or not. Just give your review. Don't come to the rescue. Just give your review. Thank you, May. In the case that men approach you a lot in real life, is my 0 picture Instagram is really a bad look for them when they ask for IG? Yes, it is. I mean, if they know you in real life and you give it to them, great, fine. If your people are just, seeing you on Instagram only and that you don't have a profile pic, they probably going to think something. But if they don't care. But sometimes people go to your Instagram to see your picture. I mean, why else would they go? Sprinkle. Why they there? Look at that flower picture. How to deal with someone that came back after 4 months because I didn't chase him since he told me I'm not his type. He texted last week, yet I have yet to respond. Because his type don't want him, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So now he gonna settle or think he can come back and settle with you until he thinks and builds up his confidence again to go chase his type that don't want him. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So you're his in-between chick to boost his ego back up to go chase his type once again that don't want him. Charge him money, re-entry fee. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for writing. I was just thinking about going shopping. You should meet me at the mall and bring your wallet. Either he'll exit quickly or he'll meet you at the mall with his wallet. Because all he's doing is boosting his self-esteem and ego to go back and chase the type of chick that don't even want him. Thank you, Mila. Appreciation for you. You give the best advice. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said that's so true. I know. So charge these people re-entry fees because all they're doing is wasting your time. Time is money, so charge re-entry fees. They disappear for 4 months. They come back to you to boost their ego up so they can go chase something that don't even want them. Wonderful. Get your money while you're at it, okay? That's a job. And y'all working out there for free. All right. Anyway. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's my secret? Y'all look good today. I appreciate that. I get up every day and try to draw on my main character energy and try to look decent. Try to look good for my everyday. I wake up with that main character energy and I try to do it, make it do what it do. Okay. Every day I get up and try to be who I think I am. That's what it is. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You said you're 23 and never dated. The women in your family are miserable and they hate their mentality. How do you figure out where to start? On the rich side of town, ma'am. Get up, look good, put your clothes on, make sure you look classy, do your hair, do your makeup, and drive on over there to the rich side of town and hang out. Make that your new spot to hang out and keep doing your errands over there. Go join the gym over there. Go walk in the park over there. Go to lunch over there. Everything. Make friends over there. Make some friends. Maybe they'll invite you to stuff and introduce you to people or whatever. But get around people that have a different mentality than your family members. Thank you, Sarah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Provider boyfriend uses breakup as a threat when things don't go his way. Okay, well, if he's threatening to break up with you, then he's the prize. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why you always need what? Backup. What? Your own business, your own money. He can't threaten to break up with you if you have everything already. Now, can he? The only thing you're doing from him is collecting his money and keeping yours. So you need to have some backups. You need to have some on the roster. You need to have some friends in the friend zone waiting for you to be single. You need to have some rich friends in the friend zone waiting for you to become single. All right? Then he can't threaten breakup because that just means, oh my gosh, that means level up. You can really level up to the next level to the better man or a man with more money. So breakup for you is level up for you. If you are out of that man's league, if you look good, if he breaks up with you, he know you getting ready to go level up. He know that's not even a threat. That's a threat to him. So that's why you always got to look good, stay looking good, stay having options, or at least looking like you got plenty of better options than him. He will never threaten to break up with you ever. You know why? Because he'll lose and he'll look like the fool. Because he know you could go do better. If he don't think you can do better, that's why he can threaten to break up with you, because he don't think you can go do better. Make sure every day you wake up, you look like you can go do much better. That's the key. Y'all think I'm playing? Try it. Level up so hard that man will be afraid to talk about breaking up. Okay, he'll try everything else, but that won't be one of it because he'll think, oh, she's going to take it serious and she's going to go replace me with somebody better with more money that's better looking or that's nicer. Then I'm going to have to start all over. And all that money he's invested in you, he got to go start all over with another chick. Okay? And he's got to find your upgrade, and that's going to be hard if you out of his league. So level up high. Use all this free time, all that money he's giving you after you save some of it, stack some of it, and spend it on self-improvement, whatever that may be for you. Because whatever, if he ever try to break up with you, if he ever try to do this, you're just going to be the upgrade for the next person. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said you told an older guy that, look how I look. You think about to go back and forth with you. Okay, that you look too good. Okay, he got upset in the convo and had, okay, and he hung up on you. Girl, good for you. You told him he was ugly in a nice way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know he ugly, girl. He was just under the illusion that he wasn't. The delusion. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. What? Boyfriend wants to fly business but keep you in economy. Should you leave? Yeah, you should miss the entire flight. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I wouldn't even go. I'd be like, you know what? Y'all, you just go ahead. Go without me. If you get on that flight, you stupid. How you gonna have him sitting up there, you sitting back there? That's dumb. I ain't finna get ready to do that. You better have him switch seats with you. If he want to save their relationship, tell him to switch. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's funny, right? All right. He's making himself feel important, making you feel very unimportant. He's telling you your place. You just gonna sit back there, okay? He just called you Rosa Parks. What you gonna do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So he has narcissist energy. Exactly. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, but I wouldn't be calling him my boyfriend no more after that. What if the doctor says is saving and is stingy? Well, then go talk to another man that has money to save and spend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Go talk to another man that has money to save and spend. Or deal with that dust. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You what? You just hired your first cleaning service today, Grace? Wonderful. Enjoy your Relaxation. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. And they're not even that expensive. Most people think hiring a cleaning service is super expensive when it's not. He said he can't be a sugar daddy after I asked for money. Okay, say okay. Well, thank you so much for letting me know. I know the economy is bad right now, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are being affected by that. And thank you for being honest with me. And just dismiss yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you know that a man really identifies himself with his career and how much money he has and how people see him based on his financial status? So you tell him that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And on the next date, he goes on, he's going to tell the woman, oh, the lady that I was seeing before wanted to use me. And then if she watches my channel, she's going to say, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were having financial troubles. He's going to keep getting the same answer. It's going to wear him down until he either spend or stop dating. So ladies, if a man ever tells you that, make sure you give him the correct answer. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going through financial problems. Thanks for being honest with me. Don't even offer to help him with nothing. Don't offer to help the bill. Just think, okay, well, you know what? Maybe you don't need to be dating right now if you can't afford it. Now I feel bad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So every time y'all meet a man that say he don't want to pay or that he's somebody to use him, just bruise his ego by saying he got financial issues, girl. If every woman does that to these cheap men that don't spend, they'll either stop dating or start spending because their ego is going to get really wounded. Especially if you say it loud where people can hear. Like y'all sitting at the dinner table, y'all having y'all little discussion over chewing some food or whatnot, and you just a man that looked like he got some money and sit next to y'all with his date and whatnot, embarrass him. Like, oh, I'm so sorry to know you were having those financial problems. Oh my gosh, now I feel bad. Are you gonna be okay? Be loud with it, girl. You're gonna be all shocked, looking around, making sure ain't nobody heard him. Then everybody gonna be staring. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? You're gonna be okay. Don't even worry. I'm sure things will pick up one day. Then they're gonna be, oh no, I got it. I can do it. That's not the problem. I was like, oh, really? Oh, you don't like me then? Well, you could have just said that. Oh no, I do like you. I do like you. Oh, okay. So what's the problem? Oh, nothing. I just want you to like me for me. I do. I like the fact that you're successful. Or at least I think you're successful. Are you successful? Yeah, I'm very successful. Well, then great. After this, let's go shopping. There's a really cute store I saw on the way in. You can't do that? I'm sorry. Okay. That's fine. I understand. Talk loud. And if the people next to you really want to be petty, the man will offer his woman to take her shopping within earshot. Like, oh, hey, honey, you want to go shopping after this? And then you just gonna look over. Make them feel real, real unspecial. And what'll really make him mad, girl, because you know he ain't finna spend. You just embarrassed him. He's gonna try to walk you out and get a kiss anyway. Like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna stay behind and have a drink at the bar. But you go ahead. It was really nice to meet you. That means I'm finna go pick up a better one. Y'all, you go ahead and go with your broke pockets. Thank you, Shy Bunny. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No lies told. One of these men I deal with what used to make women feel bad whenever he spent money on them, but with me, he spends, gives me money, takes me shopping and on trips. Okay, Miss Shy Bunny, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's because you know how to handle them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Then he'll be like, "Oh, well, I'll have a drink too." You sure? Okay. Well, are you picking this up? Are you paying for the? Are you sure you can afford to have a drink? You got it. Then get him drunk and take him shopping with his credit card. Okay. There you go. Once he get a few drinks in him, he's gonna start feeling extra. Then you can convince him to take you shopping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You gotta insult them first because they think you the one and you ain't the one to. You're not the one to mess with. When is it justified to spend money on a man? On his birthday, you can buy him dinner and a gift that's not super expensive. You never try to outdo the man, and you don't do too much. You're going to emasculate them if you do. They're there to impress you, and you're not supposed to be digging in your pockets trying to impress them with money. Okay? This is already impressive enough for them to be sitting next to in public. Okay? How you take care of yourself and present yourself by his side is all you need to do to impress him. Anything else extra is just out of the kindness of your heart, and you don't need to overdo it. Like, honestly, women that try to do too much and gift men too much, it emasculates them, and they don't like it unless they're feminine themselves or broke. Thank you, Miss Coconut Sprinkle Sprinkle. He wants to pay for S. You want just the money. Okay, well, that's called, you know what that's called. So no, he tell him that's not for sale, but he can invest in you and get to know you. And maybe in the future, if you like him enough and things are the way that they should be, maybe. So you give him false hope, you drag him along, and you never have to sleep with him if you don't want to. Because unless that's what you do for a living. I don't know. Honestly, drag that fool along and give him false hope and collect his money. Say, oh no, I don't do that. You're going to have to invest in me, make me feel comfortable financially being in your presence. That's not what we do over here. Maybe that's what you do over there. But also you should be insulted that they would even ask you that. That means that's what you're giving. When they look at you, that's what you're giving. That's what your look says about you. That's what your vocabulary says about you. That's what your style says about you. They should never dare offer you money in exchange for that if you're coming across as a classy young lady. You know what I mean? And plus they don't respect you if you say he's super old, girl, he can't do nothing anyway. What are you gonna do? Anyway, it's still an insult for the super old. Okay, so just understand that any man that solicits you on that level is an insult to you. So quickly make them feel like as if you are very insulted and collect more money and don't do nothing with that food. Or start looking at your phone and texting. Act like you're Vice. Be like, yes, we have a solicitor. Mhm. Girl, he gonna be trying to gather his stuff and get out quick. Mhm. He said, Brenda says, why don't women want to have sex? Because men, that's all they want. And if that's all you are to them, then after they have the sex, they're going to discard you. And that's all you're going to have is the memory of rolling around on a mattress with somebody that didn't even like you. Unless that's what you want, because some women want that. I don't know. And it's not free, baby. They got to invest long term. In some cultures, you got to get married to be able to sleep with someone, even legally. So it ain't free. If you're giving it out free, you missing out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're supposed to be investing in it long term. Say it's like saving up. You know, you see something you want, you put a down payment on it, you keep paying payments on it until it's yours. It's an investment. You ain't just sitting around and roll around on a mattress for fun. That's what broke people do. You got to get something out of it, man. Whether it's shopping, clout, you know, whatever it is, jewelry, bills paid, cars paid off, credit cards paid off. Y'all be rolling around on a mattress for free. I don't understand. Okay. You said married man wants you as a friend. You mean as a side piece? Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He got money? A married man wants a side piece. You got some? Does he got some money for you, man? That's the only question I have. Because friendship sounds like he's trying to get something for free. So when he says friendship, he means side piece. So how much money he got to give? Is he paying any bills? You know what I mean? Don't let the friendship talk fool you. That's just being seen out in public with him for free and talking to him for free and being his emotional support animal for free and possibly doing other stuff for free. Friend means side piece to a married man. Even as a straight man and a woman, a friend is a possible side piece. Why? Because the option is there, obviously. So collect your money, man. Said you used to lay down and like them in your early 20s. I wish I could go back in time, child. You might have some money now. If you had found me in your 20s, you just might be rich. Super rich. If you're already rich. You might have even more. Okay. Okay. Is 28-year-old too soon to get a provider? Yeah, girl, you finna start getting that AARP. You might as well retire and go to the old folks home. Sprinkle. Okay. If you ain't paying, you ain't staying. That's right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men have no interest in being your friend. That's true. That's true. Men want one thing. I wonder what that one thing is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Women want one thing. Money. So make sure you have that thing that we need. Okay. Okay, thank you, Nell. It's found you right after my frontal lobe development in the middle of an abusive, dusty relationship. I'm so grateful people like you exist. Okay. Thank you now, sprinkle sprinkle. If y'all don't know what she's talking about after in her early mid 20s. She found me. It got out of that dusty relationship. Thank goodness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. The closest you're going to get to any one-on-one session with me at this time is joining my Patreon, which is linked in the description bar and at the top of the chat comments right here. Join tier 2 and up, and you can message me directly and I'll write you back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, so another way to make men feel important and get money out of to get money out of them. To get money out of them. Mm-hmm. You need a pen. You need paper. A letter. But not a pygmy letter. Don't put too much emotion in the letter. Write a letter on how much they impress you mentally. Write a letter on how much you appreciate them and what they do for you financially. Write a letter on how you am so glad that you met him. Then put your lipstick on, kiss it. Get you some of this Whole Cosmetics liquid finesse, press him. Spray it on there. Okay, y'all know y'all can do this long distance now, did you? Okay, look, idea. Get this out and spray it on the paper. Them pheromones on that paper, put your lipstick print. Write your name. Don't say love. Don't say all that. Do a heart. Rub it on you. Put your perfume on there. Put a little perfume. Fold it up. Put it in an envelope. Put his address on it. Or leave it on his desk or whatever. Don't matter. Every time you take out that letter and read it and look back on it, you're going to be like, all right. All right. Y'all can use my code Shera if y'all get this. Links are in the description bar. They're pheromones. For those of y'all in long distance relationships, spray them pheromones on them letters. Get y'all a stamp. Send it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get to the post office. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, you can send a card. You don't have to send a letter. You can write it in a card so it doesn't look so weird. But I write my Patreon's letters, the mail out tier. That's why I have cute stationery. I write y'all letters and cards. But yes. Gives you a nice card. Link to Ho Cosmetics is in the description bar in the under the video where it says more in the description. Let me see if I can find one for you. Let me just find the link. Because like y'all definitely need to, and there's also like there's pheromones that men can use also to make women more attracted to them as well. That's for sure. And I'm going to send y'all the link, and y'all definitely use my coupon code Shera, because I'm going to type it in. Code Shera. And then here is the link to the Hope Cosmetics Pheromones. If you get Press Him, it makes them feel like they're falling in love with you. If you get Liquid Finesse, that makes them want to communicate and be more talkative. And anybody around you, and it can work on anybody. It doesn't have to just be a man. But the Press Him is to make men feel like they're falling in love with you. Okay. Y'all get that. I'm going to link it again. And I'll use code Shera because, you know, you could save a lot of money. They are worth the investment. Ask anyone who has them. All right. I use them every day. At least the Liquid Finesse. I use that every day. And also, the Liquid Finesse is also a mood booster to anyone around you, including yourself. So if you, ladies, if you're working on your self-confidence, definitely get that Liquid Finesse. It will make you feel more confident about you, and anyone around you will, you know, be more inclined to wanting to please you, and you know, like your presence will just make their mood go higher, and they're gonna like start to like, okay, well, every time I'm around this person, I'm in a better mood. I really like them. They're gonna want to open up to talk to you more. It doesn't even matter who it is. So that Liquid Finesse is definitely something that you need for yourself and others. Okay. I wear it every day. You said everyone treats you like royalty when you have on that Liquid Finesse. That's so true, Amma. So Amma has it. I'm gonna link the links again. Amma has it, and she'll tell you. I got it. I'm gonna tell you. My code Shera. Y'all go ahead and get that, because it works. It's pheromones, yes, and it doesn't smell like anything. So you can layer it with your favorite perfume or anything or whatever. And people can't say, oh, you're wearing those pheromones, because it doesn't smell like anything. It smells like fresh air and water. But the chemicals in it is what the people are reacting to with your body chemistry. And like I said, you can pair it with any perfume. Okay, I'm gonna post it here in the comments. Y'all use code Shera when you go to the checkout. And yeah, there's even a quiz you can take online to see what other pheromones that you might want. And men, they have pheromones that work on women too. So, you know, if you ugly and you want a little extra help, go get some. Sprinkle. Okay. You said you're almost ready to try it. You won't regret it. I promise you that. Vivica says the Liquid Finesse works well for her. Yes, it does. Okay. Makes him want to do more for you. A little appreciation goes far. Okay, you're talking about the something else. Okay, but yeah, it does make men want to do more for you. Me too, Shera, except he passed before you saw dust. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle. It's so worth it. Yes, the pheromones work. Y'all definitely get it. I wouldn't be sitting here promoting something that's not going to work for you. That would be silly. Okay. You said what? The habitual provocateur one is crazy. Men turn into dogs around you. Yeah, I don't wear that one, baby. I'm too classy. I have one in my bag right now that's still sealed and in a little pouch because it's the most potent one that they make. You literally have to go through a process to even be able to order it. You got to write them personally and ask for it. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm scared. I'm gonna have to save that for when I see somebody. Just kidding. Actually, I might sell it because I can't use that. What's the one called that is very super powerful, potent that you need like to write the owner to see if you're able to even get it? I don't know. I don't know, but I got it. I'm not using it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, the newest one that came out, it's very potent. The vasopressin, the pressin will get you money, and so will the liquid finesse. But I don't try to do too much of the super potent ones because I am married. Ah, but if if I was out there single like y'all, I'd be spraying all of them together. Okay, y'all couldn't tell me nothing. I just be walking around. People be following me, trying to give me money and stuff. Like I'd spray them all on together. I gotta be careful. I got kids. I'm married. I can't be spraying all them pheromones all willy nilly. But see, y'all out there, y'all can do that. The bonding hormone. Yes. So these are the full size. They even have purse sizes that are smaller, and they also have samples. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, you could buy a sample pack, or you could buy the purse size. I'm always carrying the liquid finesse in my purse, and I have to press him as well at home. Sorry, y'all. But like, this is the purse size. It's so cute, right? So you get a purse size, which is a travel size. You can get a full size. And in the liquid finesse, they even have a large bottle with like a little sprayer on there. That's the biggest size. But I keep this in my purse. And whenever I need a little boost or whenever I'm getting ready to go somewhere and I want to be treated like royalty, I spray it on. And so, yeah, definitely, if y'all get this, use my code. I'm going to type it in. When you check out, and because you'll save a lot of money. Okay. They come in rollers or sprays. They have the roller oils or the spray. So this is spray. And one, you can select the spray or the roller oil. This one is Essence of Ecstasy. This will make them want you. And then this will make them want you a lot and lust you. So this one is Essence of Ecstasy. I'm not putting that on. Not today. But if you want to put it on, definitely get that and use my code. Okay, because you got that one, keeping up with Kate? Does it work, girl? How does it work? Because I've worn it like a couple times. People like they just be real nice and calm and peaceful and just smiling and stuff. Okay. If you go freestyling, you definitely need to do some pheromones. This will make people cross the room for you. If y'all are having trouble with men approaching you, all right. Let me tell you something. I had that on when I went to go get my car serviced. It's a Porsche dealership? Okay. Wear it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. You had it on at the garage and you got the oil change and tire for free. Yes, ma'am. That happens a lot. You get stuff for free. People start putting discounts on it. Everything. People start approaching you, asking you out to lunch. Girl. Okay, I'm gonna put the link again. Girl. Okay. Most of them smell like fresh air. It doesn't have really a strong scent. I think this one has a slight perfumey scent, but it's not anything like recognizable. And you can pair it with perfume. So, you know what I mean? And it still works. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you're gonna report back after you test it out? Okay, let us know. Mm-hmm. You said yes. I like liquid finesse because you can use it around anybody. It just makes people treat you like royalty and nice, and they want to talk to you more. Okay. And it's a mood booster. It makes you like feel better. Thank you, Norma. It's your birthday today. You're walking in gratitude and power, grounded in your worth, and receiving with no doubt. Thank you, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Miss Norma, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Well, happy birthday to you too, ma'am. Happy birthday, ma'am. Yes. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. You got free tablets and headphones the other day? Okay, ma'am. That's great. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. You said it smells like hospital air. Yeah, it smells like it smells like clear would smell, like clear water. And then you just spray it with any other perfume to go on top of it. That way people can't say, "Oh, I know what you're wearing. You're wearing those pheromones." Like they can't clock you for wearing it because it doesn't have a scent. You just like someone says it smells like linen. A fresh linen. Yeah. So they're not going to be able to tell that you're wearing it if they've smelled it before, you know. Do they ship worldwide? I have no idea, but I keep linking the website. If y'all click on it, y'all can see for yourself. Okay, use my code Shera if you check out though. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That way y'all save a little money. Okay, smells clean and fresh. Yes, that's what I think. Smells clean, fresh, like air, like water. Then you pair it with your favorite perfume. Yeah, a lot of people already have bought it because I always suggest it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And y'all, like a couple of years ago, y'all couldn't tell me that stuff really worked. Y'all couldn't tell me that. Okay, but when I tested it out, y'all then not after that, y'all couldn't tell me that it didn't work. Okay. After I tested it out, y'all can't tell me that it don't work. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It does. It works. And I'm not one of them people that just walk around talking about, oh, pheromones. I'm like, what is this? Let me try it. Okay, I'll try it. Oh my gosh, it works. It works too good. That's what. All right. Okay. Oh, Lord. Are we still rolling? Maybe I think I might have shared it too many times and it's not letting me share it again, but I'll put it on the screen. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is not my company at all, but I do promote them because they work. And it can help y'all, because some of y'all just need a little help. I wear it every day too. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to go to your eye doctor and just put some liquid finesse. Your eye doctor, does he own the place? Because, you know, you might be working backwards if you do that. Did you look up how much optometrists make? They don't own the place. Bypass. I'm sorry. I do too much research on salaries. I'm like, wait a minute, how much they make? Yeah. Unless you're trying to get some free sunglasses, some designer sunglasses, go ahead and put it on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some free upgrades or something. Mm-hmm. Okay, and y'all don't wear this on the dusty side of town. All right, spray it or roll it on as soon as you get to where you're trying to attract. Don't wear it on the dusty side of town. All right, I'm trying to tell y'all, because once the dusty gets a whiff, it's over. Like, you have to deal with it. You have to deal with some dust. So don't wear it until you get to where you're going. If you take Uber, wait till you get out the Uber, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you try to get a free ride. I don't know what to tell you, unless that's possible. I don't know. I don't take Uber. Mm-hmm. Another way to make a man feel important. Now, this is not for everyone, but being a passenger princess makes a man feel important sometimes. Now, I drive my own car. I'm a chauffeur. I got kids. So I'm a chauffeur of my daughters. But if you're young and single, or, you know, let your man drive, not your car, but be in his car. Be the passenger princess in his car as much as possible. If you're, you know, if you're dating or if you're new in a relationship, but be the passenger princess. Okay. That way he feels like you trust him, you like being with him, you know. He's got to keep his car clean and to your liking. He's got to open that car door. And so you're going to make him feel important by, you know, wanting to be his passenger princess all the time. Instead of saying, oh, no, I'll find a way, or, oh, no, I'll drive, or, oh, no, I'll get an Uber, you know. Be his passenger princess a lot. Tell him he's a good driver. You're such a good driver. I love when you just let me be passenger princess. What if you drive like an old lady? Lie to him. There are certain people that I don't like driving with, but I will lie to them, close my eyes and scroll on my phone or do something because, you know, what I'm saying. This sucks. But you got to pretend. Ever been in a car with somebody that's really bad at driving, but you have to pretend that you're not scared? Mm, be jerking. You said you hate pretending. It's so cringe. I know it is. Like, let's talk about that for a second. How women actually don't like pretending and faking because it is cringe. But in order to stroke that male ego, which they need so much, in order for us to get that money, that's what you gotta do. I know. What if he drives crazy because he can pay tickets? Tell him it's like being on a roller coaster, an unsafe roller coaster. Oh my gosh, it's like being on a roller coaster. That after you get out the car, like, oh my god, that was thrill. He really knows what you try to say. You drive too fast. I'm scared, but I'm trying to save your ego. Somebody said throw up after you get out the car. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. So another thing, like we got to fake it. We got to act like they're all this and that. But think about this. There's three different types of women. A woman that's going to fake it so they can get whatever they want. The women that's not going to fake it and drive men away. The women that do too much and who are going to get taken for granted. So which one you want to be? The one that fake it and get what they want, the one that do too much and get the least, or the one that can't fake it and they can't even keep the dude's interest because they're too independent. You know? So you got to figure it out. You can be all three if you got several on your roster. Okay, but I don't suggest being the pick me shit ever. Some of y'all can't avoid it, but you'll learn. Girl, that's why you need more than one. You can experiment and see which one's gonna work the best. Be conducting experiments out there. Be a scientist. Okay, collect your data. Like, okay, if I be mean to this one, see how much money I'm gonna get. If I be nice to this one, let's see how much money I'm gonna get. If I just, fake it and lie and boost this one's ego, let's see how much money I'm gonna get. Do your analysis, get your notebook out, do your charts, compare notes of how much money you got from this or this and that one based on your actions. Then you know what to do. Then you try to combine strategies and see what happens. Be doing experiments, conducting experiments out there and see how you can get your money. Okay, so then do it with the whole cosmetics, the pheromones, then without it, see how much your money is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me add this week, next week, none of this, and see how much money I'm getting. All right. Then you go back and refer to all your research and notes. You know exactly what to do and how to get your money. Okay. I sell sprinkle notebooks on levelupcosmetics.us. Y'all want something to keep your data in? Or you can put it on a spreadsheet online, do what you got to do. I don't know. Okay. You said men like fake women anyway, right? Yeah, they do. Okay, Hearts and Balloons said that she bought it and it works for her. Men and women both are extra nice to you. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle. He said, is there such thing as a dusty provider? Of course there is, but is he providing enough for you to be happy? You know? Thank you, Tilly. Sprinkle. Is it true men will try to get you for free? Yes, it is true. Why wouldn't you think that was true? They will try. If they succeed, oops, you're bad. Unless you get something out of it, you lose. Sprinkle. Somebody said he providing dust. Oh my goodness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's like the bare minimum. You can do that for yourself, can't you? I guess if you're not tied down or committed to the dust, but you got options. I mean, I wouldn't take from no dusty. And you know what? There's different levels to everything. If that's the best you can do, you cannot attract someone with more than, you and your dusty live y'all's best life. But if you can do better, then you shouldn't be taking money from no dust. Okay? Yeah, don't take from the poor. If you know you could go out there and do better, leave that man alone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap this one up because, like, I think that we done covered the subject. How to make them feel important, how to collect the bag, how to get their money, how to stroke their ego, but don't do too much because then you'll look like a pig beach. Y'all don't do too much out there. We're, resist doing too much because that's what makes you into a pygmy. All right. Resist it. Whenever you feel the urge to do extra, pull back and do less. A lot of women need to hear this because y'all be trying to do too much. Okay. I'm getting ready to go. But thank y'all so much, everybody who donated. I appreciate you. Y'all definitely check out Whole Cosmetics Pheromones and use my code Shera to save money. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Okay, so if y'all want, definitely check out all my links in the description bar. I have my Patreon, my TikTok, my Instagram, all the links to the stuff I was talking about. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.